Welcome to Svalbard. Our first polar bear. Hopefully not the only one we'll see. We just left the airport. We're at the doorstep of the North Pole. And this greets you as you come out. Sign for a polar bear. Do you know why the sign's black?
Danger?
No, because if it was white you wouldn't be able to see the polar bear. So we're off to catch the bus now to our guest house. It's 100 Norwegian kroner one way. It's a bit cheaper for a return, I think, so we're going to get a return. It's freezing cold. It's about 0 degrees at the moment, I think. Must be our guest house. It's literally the last guest house in the whole town. There's a little bit of a walk back into town that way. Is that it? Oh, this one here maybe. One of these anyway. Lots of skidoos about. Apparently there's more skidoos here than there are people.
Just made that up.
There it is, that one there. Guest house 102. Ooh, take your boots off. After you. Please take off your shoes. Good job we brought flip-flops or sliders. Here we are. Is that room?
It's
It's the kitchen. Hello.
Hello.
This is it. I've got a sink. There's our view. Pretty good. So we just dumped our stuff off at the guest house and we're just going to walk into town for the first time. Emma's forgot her phone, she's just gone back to go and get it. But whilst I've been just waiting for her, I found a reindeer. Emma! Never guess what's over here? No, a reindeer. Look. Pretty good. Literally the first few minutes of leaving the guest house, seen some wildlife. Not a polar bear, but a reindeer.
Is it real?
Of course it's real.
We've been here 5 minutes and we've already seen a reindeer.
I know. Literally right next to our guest house. That's our guest house just there. Wow. So correction, Emma hasn't misplaced her phone. I think she actually left it on the bus that we just caught. So I think we're going to try and retrieve that a bit later. The good news is though that Svalbard has a really low crime rate, so it should be okay. So much so that the locals leave their car doors open, so if a polar bear does come into town, you can run for safety in the cover of a car. One of the reasons why I'm making this video, Svalbard on a shoestring, is to show that you don't need to spend thousands of pounds doing a really expensive cruise to see Svalbard. You can do it like us. So we're staying in that guest house back there. It's pretty cheap and it's got a kitchen so we can cook our own food. It has breakfast so that we're full during the day for our hikes and stuff. So don't get me wrong, Svalbard isn't going to be cheap. It's still going to cost a bit of money, but there's certain things you can do. I've joined a Facebook group on Svalbard and I befriended a local guy here who just cooked us dinner. He messaged us and said, when you arrive let me know, and he invited us for dinner, so that's really cool. And he's showing us around the town, which is just there. It's so beautiful. Look at that, it's absolutely freezing. And we're off to see the famous sign now of the polar bear. So when you go past that sign, you don't like to go any further without a shotgun. And apparently that means applies to all of Svalbard. So Emma, you've been naughty on the other side of the sign. You rebel. So basically, if you go past this sign, it means you have to go with a gun, and you're not allowed to cross it if you don't have one, basically. And recently, there's been reports of a polar bear in that little settlement over there. It's pretty close. So there is a bit of a threat to people in the town of Longyearbyen. People have died there, so I guess that's why you have to be pretty cautious. How cold is it?
It's like the Arctic up here.
So on Svalbard there's more polar bears than there are humans, and I think the same applies to skidoos. Unfortunately it's not quite skidoo season yet because there's not enough snow. It's been a couple of months or so. The whole island will be covered and people who use it to get all over the place. Svalbard, which is a good name for a bar, I think. You got gift shops. What's it called? An Arctic metropolis.
It's an Arctic metropolis. 40 nationalities.
40 nationalities. Don't need a visa, so anyone can come and work here as long as you can find a job, basically. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. Emma's found her phone, which is great. Well, actually, the bus company brought it back to the guest house, which is good. We're going on a hike today to Sarkogafen and Trollsteinen. We've got a guide to take us up there. Just waiting for him now. So looking forward to today and see what happens. So because we're so high up north, everything is like the most northerly thing. So we're in the most northerly town. And Emma, do a star jump. Most northerly star jump. You're probably the person in the world doing the most northerly star jump right now. Do the most northerly lunge. Wow, you must feel really special. You must feel really special. So the hike has begun. That's our guide ahead there. He's got a rifle on, a quick release, so if any polar bears come, we'll be safe, hopefully. Apparently it hasn't been this nice of weather in weeks, so we're very lucky. How are you feeling, Emma?
It's pretty steep.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty steep, and we've only just started really, but I think this is the worst part. Pretty incredible view. You okay? I'll take the silence as a yes.
Sorry.
I think she's concentrating. We've got crampons on, so it's a lot easier. If we didn't have these, I think it would be a bit sketchy. Ooh, look at that. Headed up there, I think. It's a real contrast with how hot you get. Down there it was freezing, you had the wind blowing, and now we just reached the sunny patch. It's really warm. Doesn't help me wearing these really warm trousers. Oh, it's great though. I think we're now going up here, Sarkogafen, and then we're going to cross the glacier up to Troll, whatever it's called, I can't remember. So this is Sarkogafen. This is the end point for us. It's called that because it's meant to represent the Egyptian esophagus. So that really is our town down there. And I guess that's just there. So we're the first people up here today. Just write in the guest book. What do you think? So we're now heading to Trollsteinen, walking across the glacier. Apparently it's called Trollsteinen. A lot of places in Norway are called Trollstein because there's tales of trolls throwing big rocks and landing on the top of mountains. There's a big rock up here, I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro. Really amazing. Keep an eye out for Arctic foxes. There's a lot of tracks up here. We also keep an eye out for polar bears. See our guide's got a gun strapped to his back. And you say it takes about 10 seconds for your gun to be released from that bag. Maximum 10 seconds. Got a bit of a steep climb to do now. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. We're so close to the top. It's 851 metres to the very top of this. It's crazy when you think Everest is over 8,000 metres. Check that out for a view. Whew. This is it at the top. Just got to climb up there now. Well done. Northernmost moonwalk. Hee hee. Oh, how sketchy do you reckon this is to climb up? That was a bit sketchy, but I made it to the top. Top of the world. Pretty much also. Almost on the North Pole. So we're all suited and booted. We're ready for our afternoon activity. Dogs on wheels. It's a bit like dog sleighing but on wheels instead. Look at these huskies. Hello Valley, are you friendly? Hello. Going a bit mental. Made a friend. Hello. Hello. Ah, you're lovely. Friendly, aren't they? Hello, Sherlock. Can you hear that? So I've just got to keep hold of the dogs, make sure that they don't go mental. Go off the edge. You good?
Yeah?
So easy?
Is this pace okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Maybe a little bit slower.
A little bit slower, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're good, they don't get too distracted by the other dogs. So.
No, most of the time they don't, but sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Just stopped to give the dog some water. Good running. Good running. Good running. Good running. You ready to brave the elements? Blizzard! Whoa! So we're off now to a place called Fuglyfella, or something like that. It's just around the bay. And we're waiting for our friend. He's going to pick us up in his car. Hopefully be able to drive in this snow. It is proper whiteout. Rubbish, you missed me. Oh, just missed. Is this our ride? Yes, it is. Conditions are pretty bad. Also for this guy on the moped. Before we get out on our hike, we've just stopped to see the global seed bowl. I'll tell you more about it when we get a bit closer. The conditions are pretty wild up here. So it might look a bit like a James Bond layer, but it actually holds seeds from pretty much every country from around the world. So if there was like the apocalypse or a doomsday disaster, we can repopulate the earth again with plants and things like that. It's here because of the permafrost, so that the seeds are deep inside the mountain there, and so that if the refrigeration ever breaks down, they'd still stay cool and be okay. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault is the largest safety backup of the world's crop diversity. 130 meters inside the mountain, seed samples of crop diversity from all over the world are stored at a constant temperature of minus 18 degrees Celsius. So all the cars in Svalbard have spikes on them so they can deal with the conditions like this in the snow. You can just about see it. I thought they'd have chains like they do in the ski resorts in Europe. So just to the left here is a campsite, and you can see it's got electric fence all around it now. That's because a couple of years ago a Dutch guy got attacked and killed by a polar bear. It swam across the bay here from the other side, went in and killed him. Apparently polar bears are the only animal to actively seek out humans to eat, so no wonder they've got electric fence up there now. So we've just arrived at Fuglyfella. It's not the best conditions, but I'm really glad we came here because it's somewhere I really wanted to come. It just looks really beautiful. I think we're just going to walk now along the coastline a bit in the blizzard. It is fierce here, the weather. There we go. They might not look that big on camera, but these are actually quite big waves. You can definitely surf them. A bit too close for my liking. It's a little bit choppy. I don't think we're going to head much further. I think we're going to head back to the car now and drive back. It's super windy, very cold. My hands are freezing. The weather's cleared up a bit now and we've just stopped to get some fuel at the world's most northern fuel station. Actually got a typo there, should be apostrophe S. So we've just driven to the very furthest point we can get to by road up this mountainside here. We've got the last remaining mine just here. This is where we did the dogs on wheels yesterday, up this road, down this valley. Incredible view. So we're currently off to Pyramiden, which is an abandoned Soviet mining town. I thought the trip was going to be cancelled as it was so windy last night, but it's cleared up a bit today, which is good. Although we've just been told that our glacier tour has been cancelled for tomorrow, which we're totally gutted about. Oh well, hopefully we'll find something else. Chalkboard here showing how many animals they've seen since the 23rd of May. They've seen 54 polar bears, infinity reindeers, 178 walruses and a bunch of other sort of whales and dolphins. Really hope we see some today. Just come into this bay, potential sighting of a polar bear. The guy's got his drone down there. I think he's going to get a better look at it, but he's just crashed it into the barrier. So he's obviously not a very good pilot. But really hope there is a polar bear. Can't see anything yet. People are waiting in anticipation of excitement. False alarm. Unfortunately, I don't think it was a polar bear. Ah, how frustrating. Really hope you see one. We're just arriving at the abandoned town of Pyramiden. The reason why it's called Pyramiden is because this mountain is shaped a bit like a pyramid.
As you can see, I have a gun, I have like a signal rocket launcher, and that's because we have a danger of polar bears. And usually, like recently, last 2 weeks, polar bears came like almost every day. We're coming here, and there was a mama bear with 2 cubs. It was very cute, but still it's dangerous. And so please be in one group. Do not, if you see a polar bear, do not run from it. This is the rule number 1, and everything will be fine. In 1998, the city was closed. Because of financial crisis in Russia. Maybe some of you know about crisis in 1998. There was a big crisis in Russia when ruble fell down really hard, and then the city was closed, and for like 24 years this is a ghost town. Right now the population of the city is around 20 people, 18 people or something like that, and so only those people live, and during polar night it's maybe 5 or 6 people only.
These plants were last spotted 25 years ago. Let's check out this mosaic. Excuse me, can I have some food please?
Potato.
Thanks. We've kind of just abandoned the group and going on our own little tour. there's no polar bears sleeping in one of these rooms. This one's creepy. Oh, look at that. Any horse on the table. $19.98 that. Just went to the loo, and that's the view that I could see outside. See the reindeer there? This is the northernmost Lenin statue in the world. Northernmost swimming pool in there, northernmost theatre in there. So we've just left Pyramiden, and we've picked up some scientists that are finished for the season now, going back to mainland in Longyearbyen, I guess. We just stopped here for about an hour whilst we pick up all their kit. To do about 4 or 5 trips back and forth to the beach. I think that's it now, so we can carry on off to the glacier. It's so cold outside, we decided to put on these big jumpsuits. I think how many layers have you got already?
7.
7 layers.
This is 8.
And this is 8. So hopefully a little bit more toasty now. Sexy. A little bit closer to the glacier. It's absolutely freezing. So we've been outside freezing our bits off for ages, and now we've realised we can actually come in here where the captain drives in the warm and look for polar bears.
But you had a more authentic experience before.
Yeah, we were doing it properly. Some people just aren't cut out for polar bear spotting, are they?
I spy the lazy bear.
Okay, excitement.
It's pop up in about 10 minutes.
There's a humpback whale.
Just straight if you go straight to, look straight to the cape, at the very end of the cape, there was a blow first, and then a dive and show the tail. So I think that it's going to come up in about 10 minutes.
What's that?
It's behind us. I saw the tail once again.
So you saw the tail now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means 10 minutes more.
So it's all got very exciting. We've just seen a minke whale and a humpback whale. It's gone down for air, so we're hoping it will come back again in a few minutes. So we just saw the tail of the humpback, and we also saw the dorsal fin of the minke whale.
Yeah.
But you won't see it on the GoPro because it's really far in the distance. We've got dolphins following the boat. So no polar bears today, but we have seen a minke whale, a humpback whale, potentially a fin whale, and a bunch of dolphins. Here we go again, round 2. Hopefully we'll see some polar bears today.
We will see some polar bears. 100%.
Huh?
We will see some polar bears.
Yes!
That's the spirit. Right, Emma, where are we off to today?
We are off to go see some polar bears.
Yeah.
Some whales.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Walrus?
Maybe a walrus. And an Arctic fox.
Oh, brilliant.
So strap in.
Okay. So we're really lucky today. The tour guide from our boat, this lady here, she's going to give us a personal tour around Pyramiden of the buildings we didn't go in yesterday. Because we did it yesterday, she said, oh, you can come with me today and I'll show you around the bits you didn't see yesterday. So very lucky. reindeer roaming the town. We're about to go in here now, which is the old fighting department. There's 2 more reindeer over there, look. That newspaper, 1998. It's so crookedy. I don't know if you can see how crooked that door is, look.
There's the back. Small one. There's a cage.
Why is there a cage?
Yeah, it's just like, for example, you decided to go out after work and you drank too much and you started a fight with somebody. And then you need to be in prison. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Whoa. Lock her in, lock her up. Right. See you in a few weeks. Do you reckon that's still in date?
Is that special sauce?
Well, there's ketchup. I wonder what the sell-by date on this is.
I feel like ketchup lasts a really long time.
Want to try some?
I don't think my health insurance quite covers that.
It's a dead Arctic fox. I think it's been on the booze. It's preserved pretty well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
it's because it's really cold.
It's got CCCP on it. What does that stand for? CCCP?
USSR.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Looking good. That does smell a bit funky, doesn't it? It's just the old slaughterhouse where they kill the pigs.
Knocking them out.
Oh, look, there's all the hooks to
Yeah.
hang the pigs up. There's a skull on one of them. No polar bears again, unfortunately, but we did see footprints. Apparently it's 2% chance of seeing a polar bear on these trips. That's what we heard. Also, or the lady also said that it's 1 in 7 trips. Oh well. So this is our last morning in Svalbard, unfortunately. We've just been into town to the museum, which is worth checking out. The weather's turned all grey and rainy, so I think we were pretty lucky with how the weather was in the week. Disappointed not to see a polar bear, but we did see lots of other cool things like whales and dolphins and stuff. And the hike was amazing, and the dog sledding and the trip to Pyramiden, just as good on the second day as well. So really chuffed. Just goes to show that you don't have to spend thousands of pounds doing a cruise around the whole of Svalbard. You can do it on the cheap, well, sort of cheap, a bit like what we did. Perhaps we'll come back in May when the weather is a bit more snowy, go skidooing and see the northern lights, and hopefully see that elusive polar bear, and there should be walruses too. So until the next time, hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon. Bye.